The top star serves a very important role in shaping the overall structure and behavior of a theater company. She sacrifices everything for the sake of obtaining the ultimate brilliance, and in the process, sets the standard for those who wish to take her place. No person embodies this concept better than Tendo Maya. Along with being the best girl of the Revue Starlight franchise, Maya is the top student of Seisha's 99th class. And this fact becomes clear right from her introduction to the show, as time basically stops to welcome her into rehearsal. But Maya herself never really brags about her talent, and only speaks about her resolve to become the top star if the topic is brought up. While someone like Karuko enjoys parading her natural talent in front of others and constantly daydreams about the glamorous life she'll lead once she becomes famous, Maya doesn't talk about her goals to become the top star unless prompted. This concept is primarily communicated through her actions, and we only need to watch her commanding posture, graceful dancing, and enchanting performances to understand how truly talented she is. Most other students see this as a lofty aspiration or unbeatable obstacle, but there are some who see Maya's talent as inspirational in a way. The character of Claudine Saijo is used to explore this idea. Maya and Claudine are the two most talented students in their class, and this constant battle has caused them to develop an intense rivalry. This competition pushes the both of them to be their best, but it also pushes them away from each other, because in the end, someone has to win. From the looks of it, Maya will always be the winner. No matter how high Claudine soars in her ability, she will never be able to match the natural talent and incredible self-discipline of Maya. Despite this, Maya doesn't want to be enemies with Claudine, and she wants to enjoy companionship with her as a fellow top student of the class. But like all of the stage girls, she has to choose. Either sacrifice the position of top star and end the competition with Claudine, or remain her ruthless rival so that she never grows to be the more talented student. Maya makes her decision in episode 3 of Revue Starlight. Nothing is going to get in the way of her becoming the top star. After all, with her famous parents and natural talent, it seems like she was born to be the star of the stage. Why would she try to go against the role she was destined to play? Of course, we all know that Karin Aijo is for anything but resigning to a predetermined fate, and she is determined to become the top star with Hikari. But after interrupting Hikari's revue and defeating Junna in a different revue, Hikari is starting to worry about Karin. After losing her brilliance at her last school, Hikari knows how ruthless the revue system can be, something that Karin is treating like a fun competition. She doesn't know what she's getting herself into, and Hikari tries to protect her by forcing her not to participate in the revue. But she makes the mistake of withholding the truth from Karin, leading to her sneaking out and participating in the revue anyway. As usual, the giraffe has an interesting match planned for us today. Karin, the energetic newcomer, versus Maya, the long-standing top star of the school. Their two contrasting views of what makes a stage girl are about to clash in one of my favorite revues of the show, the Revue of Pride. Karin begins the battle with her familiar introduction set to sweeping instrumentals, only for her to be caught by surprise as the spotlight shifts away from her and up to Maya, who is making an incredible entrance, by the way. The music shifts to an even grander sound as Maya warns Karin that she will not be going easy on her. Despite this, Karin still believes this will be a fun challenge, naive to the fact that Maya takes her auditions incredibly seriously. The tension builds as Hikari tries to break into the audition, and a chandelier lowers down between Karin and Maya. Karin ignorantly believes that she deserves to reach the position of top star, to which Maya firmly denies her desire. The music ramps up, and Karin and Maya begin their battle. Surprisingly, Karin holds her ground pretty well for a bit, but Maya quickly forces her into a lock, able to push back against her sword with one hand while Karin has to use her full strength. Maya questions Karin why she joined the revue, and she obviously responds that she wants to become a star with Hikari. It seems like a pretty straightforward answer, but Maya points out a crucial flaw behind Karin's thinking. She hasn't given up anything in exchange for the brilliance of the top star. In the theater system that pits performers against one another to become the best of their class, there can only be one star, and this is a normality that Maya has come to accept. She easily knocks Karin back after this exchange, and the music suddenly shifts to a much darker sound. The small cardboard staircase pulls away to reveal an ever-growing set of massive stairs, decorated with swans used to represent elegance and beauty, and Maya stands at the top, rising higher and higher towards the star tiara. She sings that there is only one star that drifts down, and that star is Maya. The music suddenly breaks into a much faster tempo with a frantic sound, and the once somber battle ramps up to a desperate attempt by Karin to defeat Maya. Karin races up the giant giant staircase as fast as she can, but Maya won't wait, and jumps down to take out Karin herself. All the while, Maya taunts Karin, challenging her to sacrifice everything she has to reach her full potential, with a beautiful vocal performance from Maho Tomita. Each slash of the two combatants' swords cuts through in an exciting sequence that showcases Revue Starlight's amazing fight animation. Even as Karin gets an opportunity to gain the upper hand, Maya only soars higher, the stairs immediately cutting away to send her back to the top of the tower. Maya then explains the philosophy behind the system she represents. She must give up everything to become the top star, and that includes Claudine. Even as Karin runs back up to the bottom of Maya's staircase, it's all in vain. Backed by a full orchestra and choir, Maya belts out the final verse of Pride and Arrogance. In the most epic sequence of the show, in my opinion, Maya completely shatters Karin's naive perception of the Revue. Maya is illuminated by the lights of the staircase and the fire of the Golden Swan. The camera sweeps around to show how high up the battle is taking place. It is at this unreachable height that Maya will remain, while Karin tumbles down the staircase all the way back to the bottom. She crashes into a swan behind her and gazes up at Maya, illuminated at the top of the tower. Karin can't escape the top star system, and Hikari can't save her, as she swings open the theater doors only to find herself back at the entrance of the school. Despite this defeat, Karin races back up the stairs and, yeah, Maya completely crushes her, you get the drill. Still, I have to admit, I didn't expect Karin to lose the Revue as badly as she did, and I was honestly betting on the plot armor to carry her through this one, but nope, there is no way Karin is ready to best Maya. With that, Maya cements her status as the one and only top star of the school, and the Revue of Pride comes to a close. But Karin rarely goes through an audition without changing her opponent in some way, and this holds true even for Maya. We cut to Claudine's audition with Futaba, and expectedly see that Claudine's won. But unexpectedly, she reaches her hand out to Futaba in a gesture of goodwill. Futaba and Claudine both look up to those who are more talented than them, Haruko and Maya respectively. And in this moment, Futaba teaches Claudine that she's just as important to Maya as Maya is to her. The rivalry doesn't have to be a one-sided competition where Claudine desperately strives after an unreachable standard as Maya looks down on her from above. They can motivate each other to always do their best so that one person doesn't let the other down. And from Maya's final line about her admiration for Claudine's determination to be the top of the class, we can see that Karin's belief that there's more to the stage than being the top star is starting to get through to her. Unfortunately, Karin has a long way to go to fulfill her promise now, as her attempt to rush to the top of the class on her own has left Hikari feeling hurt and betrayed. This version of Fly Me to the Star acts as Hikari's plea to Karin not to forget their promise. The viewers are left with a sense of foreboding, as this first loss reminds us of Karin and Hikari's doomed fate, and we can only wait to see what happens as the story unfolds throughout the rest of the episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis. Make sure to check out my video on the Revue of Solitude, and watch the Revue Starlight anime as well if you want to hear how the story ends. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!